This 100-meter final. Lemaitre of France goes in lane 6. And Chambers will be in 3. Away they go, and let's see who rises fast. Chambers going well. Collio's pulled out, and Chambers is going over. Here comes Lemaitre. Lemaitre, the Frenchman's going to take this. Oh, yes! Christophe Lemaitre made up so much ground. Dwayne Chambers dominated the early stages, but then Lemaitre showed why he is the fastest European this year. What a run from the young Frenchman. Drama on the finish line also for the other medals. Very tight on that line, but Lemaitre took the title. And did Dwayne Chambers even get a medal? That was so tight. Christophe Lemaitre, he doesn't have the best of starts, but when he gets into his stride, he is something else. The French came here with a strong team, but there were some stories going around about Lemaitre having injury problems. Maybe he was suffering from a groin injury. I don't think those injury problems were really part of reality. Dwayne Chambers, a rueful look on his face, and he has to wait to see if he actually came away with a medal. I think it was a pretty fair line of reasoning to think that Dwayne Chambers, with his experience, would be the favourite, but no, didn't turn out that way. Well, we wait to find out the result of the minor medals. There's no doubt about it. Christophe Lemaitre has taken the European 100-meter title. And will it be a double coming up? Well, let's look back at this race. And a little twitch from perhaps Dunduri at the start, but they're away cleanly. Obiquela going well, but he doesn't hold it. And Lemaitre comes. And he's got Chambers at this point. But just watch on that far side. In fact, that angle doesn't quite show us what's happening in the lanes 2 and 3. But maybe Marc-Louis Francis and Mbanjok were getting among the medals. He finishes like a train. He's got such a coltish physique, and I think even though he's just 20, still growing in theory, he's always going to be that kind of slimline frame rather than a powerhouse. But oh, that's interesting from that angle. If we just turn away from Lemaitre, that could be Marc-Louis Francis getting silver and Mbanjok getting the bronze. Chambers has a good start and he has a good race, but just watch the far side. It's lane 2, and on that dip on the far side, maybe Marc-Louis Francis has got the silver, and that would be an incredible story. Louis Francis' career looked over, and that's the key, is the torso across the line first. And from that, well, I wonder whether we should be talking about dead heats for some of the minor medals. An expression understood, I think, in just about any language. Bravo. And Lemaitre, a newly minted star. Now, just thinking back to that photo, the photo finish, I'm wondering, because we're still waiting for the times to come up, I'm wondering whether we are going to have some equal places for second and third. It looks so tight. Dwayne Chambers already in demand, relating how it went for him. Don't think Chambers did really anything wrong, just Lemaitre was so good. In the background, Simone Collio, those injury problems telling on him. He failed to finish. But the sprinters know. Even though we're talking about fractions of a second, the sprinters know when they're beaten.
Thank you so much and congratulations. Pues nos ha comentado que no se esperaba un resultado como este y que ha sido maravilloso encontrarse un resultado en un ambiente como el que ha encontrado en este estadio olímpico.
Moment of fame has come, and this was Christophe Lemaitre's 10 seconds or so of fame. Just awaiting the confirmation of his winning time in the final. And if he does decide to run the 200 meters, and I'm pretty sure he will, we'll see that Lemaitre doesn't like running bends. He's not happy on the curve. His strength is in the straight. And that's an aspect of his technique which I'm sure his coach will work on as his career continues. So he's at that point, he's into his stride and he's away. And that's not the greatest of views to judge who's second and third. But here we are. Obiquelo has a pretty good race for someone who said he was retiring last year and going to be racing for fun. But he's lost his European title. Lemaitre coming through, and he's so strong there, just eating up the ground. He dips well as well. It's a copybook dip. The arms go out the chest across the line, and he's in holiday mood, but I'm sure he doesn't need reminding that he has more work to be done. The 200 meters and then the relay for France as well. They have hopes of gold in all of those. And there's the results come up. Lemaitre 10.11, but Luis Francis has got the silver medal. What a story that is. And then Banjok takes the silver. Dwayne Chambers only 5th place, but look at those times. 4 men given the same time of 10.18. And another Frenchman, the 3rd Frenchman in this final. I don't know whether he's going to be the 3rd Frenchman in terms of finishing order. And Marshall and Banjok. Bronze in the 100. This is definitely his best championship so far, even before this race. Lemaitre, formidable in the straight. He's not the greatest bend runner. Malcolm, for example, the Briton, very good on the bends. We'll see how it turns out. Away cleanly. And Malcolm going well. So too is Jaisui Endure. Malcolm and Endure. The Briton and the Norwegian. Alert has gone out. One Frenchman less. And Lemaitre has got a lot of work to do. Christian Malcolm all the way. Malcolm is looking on strong. He's looking strong for the gold. But here comes Lemaitre. And Lemaitre and Malcolm. And Lemaitre on the line. Did he just outlean the Briton? Christian Malcolm had the gold within his grasp, but Christophe Lemaitre came through so strongly, and the result has already been put up. But that is surprising. But Lemaitre did dip superbly on the line. He's been showing great finishing technique all the way through these championships, and that was copybook torso across the line first. And that, I'm sure, is what brought him the win. So Suri Endure wonders what happened. Well, I think the answer was there. They were blown away by the French whirlwind. The sprint double for Christophe Lemaitre. Only the 6th man in European Championship history to achieve that. A raw talent still, because the way he ran the bend suggested he has quite a lot to learn there. But as he takes his congratulations from Mbanjok, and in all that excitement, I'm not sure. Yeah, Mbanjok, it's come up on our results. Mbanjok has taken the bronze. So here we go. We can reflect on the race here. And Christian Malcolm had a really good start up on David Alert, one of the Frenchmen who pulled out. Looked like he had a hamstring pull there. So at this stage, Christian Malcolm is going like the clappers and looking very good. Lemaitre is coming, and he's coming, and he comes so strong that just on the line, although we're not exactly in line, I think from that, I would think that a photo finish, well, that's very tight, but although Malcolm slightly obscures Lemaitre, it does look as if the Frenchman had his chest lean just fractionally ahead. And looking at it again, there's Lemaitre. Endure of Norway didn't quite live up to his potential in the final. Indeed, was just straying into Lemaitre's lane. Didn't impede Lemaitre, but another day Endure might have got disqualified for that. But this young Frenchman came like an absolute rocket down that home straight. And he needed to, because Christian Malcolm ran a very good bend. But it was to no avail, because Lemaitre had done the double. Malcolm ran as well as he could. Perhaps the only criticism, maybe Coach Lemaitre Christie is going to be giving him some finishing practice. And just improving the way he leans at the line. He needs to improve that dip. Poor old David Alert fails to finish. And here comes Lemaitre, on and on and on. And this, Lemaitre Christie might be saying to Christian Malcolm, I'm saying that's the way to finish, that's the way to dip.